Hi guys, it's Hani here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I received a request for back to school cookies, so today I'm gonna share with you how to decorate all of these cookies, and as always all the tools and recipes used in this video are posted down below in the description box. First we're gonna do colored pencils. Using 15-second consistency, outline and flat the cookie. Now we're gonna have to let that crust, and then you can use ivory colored royal icing to finish up. I'm gonna let that dry and then pipe 2 straight lines across like this, and your colored pencil design is finished. And next design is the paintbrush. Pipe a small circle and then let it crust, and then continue with 15-second consistency royal icing, making the handle. Notice I am using the pencil cutter, it's turned upside down. I'm gonna let that crust, and then using gray royal icing you can make ferrule. Again, I'm using 15-second consistency royal icing. Now we're gonna have to let that crust again, and then you can make bristle pack. Notice I made a zigzag line at the very top. Let it crust again, and then use piping consistency ivory royal icing to make straight lines across. And then use gray royal icing to finish the ferrule. To finish the paintbrush, I'm just adding a little bit of red at the very end of the bristle, so it looks like we are painting with this paintbrush. Another design is painter's palette. For this design I'm also using pencil cookie cutter. I started with making a circle, letting it crust, and then use ivory royal icing to make the palette. And I'm using 15-second consistency royal icing. Let it dry completely, and then using edible marker you can make the wood grain pattern. And now all you have to do is add some paint colors to your palette. Since I don't have a school bus cookie cutter, I decided to use what is a cake cutter. And I'm starting with 15-second consistency yellow royal icing. Distribute the icing evenly and then let it crust. Once crusted, we can make the windshield with sky blue royal icing. This is also 15-second consistency. While blue is still wet, use light gray royal icing to add few details like a mirror and steering wheel. Use black royal icing to make the tires. Use icing that is slightly thicker, about 20-second consistency or so. Now you can use yellow royal icing and decorate around the window there, leaving 2 corners empty. Then take black royal icing and fill those corners. To make the lights, use orange and red. Now using gray royal icing, we can make the bumper. Let it crust, and then using yellow royal icing, add a little more depth to the design. Let it crust and then we can work on the grill. First we're gonna do gray base. And then I'm just gonna let it crust for a couple minutes. While that's crusting, we can use blue and black to outline. And then use black to finish the grill. Then take about 20-second consistency royal icing and make the lights. And the very last thing, we're going to use edible marker and just write bus onto the yellow royal icing. And there you have it, a bus cookie. And the very last design is a backpack. Again, I'm using a pencil shaped cookie to make the backpack, starting with 15-second consistency green royal icing. I'm gonna let that dry completely and then use edible marker, and I'm just gonna write ABC all over. Take green royal icing and make the top flap. And I'm also going to use red royal icing to make 2 pockets in the front. Let it crust and then you can add green flaps over the red pockets. Now make the closure with blue royal icing. This is going to be kind of like a belt, and then we're gonna make a buckle after that crusts over. And here is how I made the orange backpack. Make polka dot pattern while orange is still wet, and then we're gonna let that crust before adding a flap over it. Now we're gonna finish up by making the buckle, and there you have it, back to school cookies. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit that little bell button next to the subscribe button so you get notified when I upload a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.